All right. Let's start there.
Woo!
Here we go.
There it is.
There you know, there's the clap where to start.
I like it. Where we at?
You're running
I'm
the show.
running the show?
I'm just here.
I'm the conductor, baby. We are here. Into the Storm, not to be confused with our
Bible
podcast.
Into the Storm.
Very
Or-
similar, though.
Very, very similar.
Same
We're all
name.
going the same direction. This is just fitness focused rather than
Fitness.
there's still faith in fitness for sure.
For sure.
But no, not the Bible podcast. This next cycle is Into the Storm. It is going to be 8 weeks, and we are going to delve in like we usually do a little bit. What are we going to get out of these 8 weeks? Why are we headed there? And what we can expect on the other end. Obviously, got Rich over here to my left. To my right, we got Brandon helping
Hello.
us out this week. Pumped to be here.
I'm so pumped to be here.
And Brandon's going to make sure we stay on track a little bit and hopefully don't miss anything, adding a ton of value because he knows way more about a lot of stuff than a lot of people. Into the Storm. So we've been in the Hulk out cycle for about 10 weeks. Off-season focus totally, a lot more low-intensity work, longer duration. Definitely did some strength building, more hypertrophy focus. So we had a lot of functional pumps thrown in there. Still squatted, deadlifted, press, and some Olympic lifting, but pulled way back on a lot of that. Did the summer style. So this, if we want to think about it in a way of a 0 to 10 scale, 0 Hulk out would have been like there with on intensity as far as near competition and where we're headed. 10 would be our compete cycle, which will be right in the open, maybe quarterfinals, semifinals, whatever that'd be, competition.
In-person
next year.
qualifying events.
Whatever your peak of the year is, that'd be a 10. That'd be our cycle when we're in that. Hulk out, pure off season, about a 0. This would be a 3 to 4 range. So we're starting to bridge that gap from
Add some
going
volume.
pure off season. We'll add some volume, adds a little bit more pure CrossFit as we've been programming on. We've been programming once a week as a committee for the Metcons to compete. The lifts will start to transition as well. A little bit more Olympic style focus. The traditional lifts included more. Intensity goes up a little bit. And then some volume here and there as well. We'll shorten the time domain on some of our aerobic work with what Henshaw has dialed up on us on Thursdays. And then gymnastic will move to capacity a little bit as well.
Jake, I think you said it right, where you if you kind of think about the season, every sport has like some kind of defined off season, and that's kind of what Hulk out was. It's like create some hypertrophy, maybe add a little bit of mass, get a little bit stronger, but focus on recovery, and then kind of set the stage, build a foundation, so to speak, for this kind of bridge phase, which kind of leads into then the competition phase later on, right? So like you can think about this as the start of building back into CrossFit, the start of actually getting stronger, higher percentages, heavier loads, more CrossFit-based movements, and then eventually that gets into true competition season, which is prepping you for whatever next season looks like.
Absolutely.
Build back better.
Build back better.
No, don't use that one.
I think that was a
Uh-oh.
Biden slogan.
It was. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's makes sense. Make America healthy again.
Oh, yeah. I'll derail if we want to go there. Have you seen that video?
I could not see it.
I like the essence of the video, but I don't like the time with the standard. There was no standard of movement. But anyway, I digress.
That's what we said, right? We were gonna.
We need to
I
redo
like
it.
that they're doing it. I
Yes.
like they're doing
Yes.
it. It's so much better than nothing.
You see it?
The pull-ups and push-ups in 10 minutes.
You have 5 minutes, I thought.
Oh, is it 5
I thought it
minutes?
was 5 minutes, but maybe it is 10
I
minutes.
saw a bunch of
10
people do 10
pull-ups,
minutes.
50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups. Problem was, you watch the video and you're like,
Yeah.
let's have some type of standard. But
Yeah. Well, it's
they're doing
hard
it.
for
They're moving.
that's,
moving.
that's what I was going to
They're
say.
moving.
At least they're trying.
Yeah.
We should do
Absolutely.
that.
Someone
I know
wants to come
that's
here. Yeah, Robert Kennedy wants to come
There
do
we go. Let's do it.
standardized 50 and 100, and then hopefully 10 minutes because 5 minutes is really freaking hard
It's
to
really
do.
fast.
Strict on that.
Yeah.
It's 10 and 20 on the
10
minute.
and 20 on the minute, which would be
Like
tough.
you obviously could do it, but could you do that?
If it
You're
was
super
strict,
good.
If strict
no.
pull-ups, I
I
couldn't do.
couldn't.
No. Kipping, maybe.
Yeah,
The
you could.
push-ups
It
would
can
start to get.
You could do that in 5 minutes. You could do the push-ups in 5 minutes. I
Yeah.
think the strict pull-ups would be the
Strict
hardest.
pull-ups.
10 and 20 on the minute till failure is like most people.
You
2-3 minutes
yeah,
tops.
Alternated
Yeah.
minutes, yeah. 10.
I'm saying the same minute.
Yeah, no,
possible.
I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So make America healthy again. There's the official invite.
I
Love
would like to
host it.
see a squat or a lunge or something in there, you know.
Where does that standard come from? That
I
test?
think they just literally just made the video.
No legs, but
Yeah, I think it was a rebuttal to, there was the candidate for mayor in New York did the bench press and he failed 135.
Oh, I didn't
So then, so then they were like, hey,
Gotcha.
look, we can actually train.
And I think too they're trying to like lead off of the presidential fitness
Yeah,
test,
right.
bringing
yeah,
that back.
that's it.
So I
what
think
it is.
that's kind of the basis of it. But I would definitely like to have some type of squat or lower body something
Lunge.
there. Lunge.
Yeah, I mean,
something.
you could
Shuttle
like
run,
almost
anything.
make it like a Cindy-esque.
You do 10 rounds of Cindy in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the standard, right?
That'd be pretty dope.
There we go. There it is.
Boom.
The Mayhem test.
Muhammad.
Make America mayhem again. Mama. The
Mama.
mama test.
Mayhem makes America
Mayhem.
healthy
Yeah.
again.
I don't know.
All right.
Mama.
Into the
Mayhem
storm,
mama.
There we go.
Jake. Into the
storm. Good derail. Tangent.
See, he's here for the specialization. You're here to keep it going. I'm here just to mess the whole thing up.
Jump off whenever possible.
Yep.
So we're going in the storm. Like Brandon, put it well too. This is almost in one sense going to be, we had a 10-week big off season. We're actually literally 2-day in this week and a deload transition to this 8 weeks. We're really almost 2 8 weeks. The second set of the 8 weeks will be the nerves of steel cycle, which will be the most intense strength cycle of the entire year. It's one of our classics we do way back in the day, the 10x3s for squats, 5x3s as well, back and front on the same day.
Made me really strong.
Makes you really strong. That if you overdo it, it can break you. So we've learned to scale some people up and down. But that style of lifting will be coming up in 8 weeks. So we want to prep you for that now. The squats on this are not going to be super crazy, but we're going to start to work on some 5-minute on the minute work with 1 to 2 reps in there, sometimes 10 minutes, building a percentage in RPE each week. So the lifts will obviously progress. And towards the end, we're going to retest those. We're going to test at the end your front, back squat. I think both Olympic lifts, so you have a good benchmark heading into that second set of 8 weeks as we begin to bridge that gap even more. So
I think it's important for especially those that know they need to get stronger this offseason, which is most CrossFitters, right? Unless you're at the elite level of sport and you're already strong. Like if you look at the leaderboard over the last couple of years, all the guys and girls, even making semifinals, are extremely strong. So most people need to work on their strength, and you can't just jump into one strength cycle if you're weak and expect to make these 30, 40-pound jumps. You got to build like this foundation first. So that would be my encouragement for everyone listening to the video or watching the video to jump in now and make sure that you're following it consistently so that when you get to nerves of steel and we start really raising the percentages, that you're prepared for that, as opposed to like
a volume foundation or some type of foundation instead of just trying to jump in and you get hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what happens, speaking from experience.
all at once.
I'm like, oh, I used to be able to do this. I'm going to jump right back in. Then I'm like 2 days later, I'm not doing any more lifting.
And so
I'm trying
sore,
to ease
too.
back into it.
Totally.
Yeah. Body can't always handle what the mind remembers we could do or want to do.
Preach it.
Not at all.
Preach it. I'm as good as I want. No, never mind.
I don't know.
Another one.
That too, with now, our season is somewhat unpredictable with the structure as they've changed. Obviously, we don't have to tangent it too much from quarterfinals now to the Community Cup, which was cool.
Qualifying events.
To that with semifinals, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, even though the Open has changed pretty drastically in the last 10 years with number of tests and what the tests are like, we can't not say they're going to have a strength test in there, and it always pays to be strong. If you want to advance at all in the sport, strength is almost going to be the limiter for the vast majority.
Well, I mean, the stronger you get, the better and easier other lifts, lighter lifts feel, the more resilient you are to those things, the better off you're going to be. As long as you don't skew too far one way. Like if you don't become like completely neglect the other side of fitness. I won't say fitness in general because I think strength is a huge part of fitness. But as long as you're not specializing in just strength, the stronger you are, the better you're going to be at when we get to these power output style workouts, especially what we saw at the games this year was a lot of just power output.
Fast pace.
And I don't want to get too caught up in trying to match what they do every year, because every year, especially in the last 4 years, 2 years, I would say 3 years are outliers because of just, Boz programming it, which was heavily skill, kind of circusy. And then we had last year, or 2 years ago, which completely throw that out other than the people that won. And then this year, I feel like was a bit of an outlier as well because everything was pure power. And, I would just like to see it get back to a little bit of normalcy,
Agreed.
So,
but to your point, though, like even if you're just like an open athlete of like, hey, you got to cycle a 225 or 155 pound deadlift, the stronger you're pulling off the ground, the easier that's going to be.
The lower on your percentage.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to get better at barbell cycling, 1, you need to get stronger, and 2, you need a barbell cycle.
Yeah. Battery work.
It's your favorite word, right?
Is that what you guys call it?
Well, we have one of the Metcons, this
barbell
Olympic
battery.
Barbell battery and Olympic battery.
Oh.
I don't want to say that word because then you trigger you.
You guys and your battery work.
Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it
battery in. Or battery? Like a battery or like you're getting battered.
It could be a mix of
depends
both.
on who you are.
That's kind of what it feels like.
See, that's why I'm confused. Choose one.
And with this, oh gosh, the thing too, and if you're just an open athlete, and like, well, why would I care? Because last year the heaviest barbell was 225, and
You had to
135.
135 thruster is not a light thruster.
Yeah.
And the volume that added up with that, deadlift into the clean into the snatch, was that what it was? The 225 one.
Yeah,
whatever it was. And then even a 135-pound thruster is still pretty
Well, it
heavy
pays to be
towards the
strong
end.
for
Yes.
those. And two, if you're gonna move on to anything else after that, local comp, whatever the next stage is,
People
literally
at a
anything,
local
you're going
comp
to be
love
tested.
the 1-rep max. Let me go ahead and tell you.
And it's
Yeah.
so skewed for that.
It's so skewed. If
Because-
you don't have at least 6 tests in your event, if you program a one rep max, you're lazy. Like,
Trish's new policy.
I said any event that we program, if it's less than 6 events, we're not. I like a 1-rep max if it's fatigued or if it's pre-fatigued or something. But I hate just show up. We're gonna lift in a 4-event competition. I just think it's.
We did it Fresco's for you. We gave you the fatigue.
I still don't like it. We won all of the fitness events and got like 5th or 6th in that event and almost lost. There's a problem.
Got 5 points. Yep.
So
Would you prefer it to be like the heavy Isabel or like
something
something that's
like
still
that.
heavy,
Something
that's
that's
strength
heavy.
biased?
I'm 100%
Yeah.
okay with it being heavy or strength bias, but when it's like a 1-rep max, especially in a masters competition, you're like,
And there's 4 events, so
And-
it's 25% of the
it's
score.
25% of the score. So
Yeah.
just my opinion.
Wow.
Just take it for what it's
Just
worth.
sharing. Dude, yeah, if you're gonna do the local comps, Fresco's does a great job. A lot of these do a great job.
Yeah.
But they're also limited to like, we have 11 minutes on this floor multiple times or
For
8
sure.
minutes.
Yep.
So then it tends towards power output, which tends towards you better be strong or you're not going to be powerful enough to do well at these type of events and
I
like
agree.
the local stuff.
It's actually that's a good
Our level needs to
conversation.
get outside of that.
It's a good conversation to have, just the bias of all events, including the games this
Mostly
year,
power.
because they've had to for
For
most
viewing,
events.
Like
For
logistically
viewing,
condensed.
which is
Like,
fine.
we only
if
have
that's
10
what we're doing,
minutes.
that's what we're doing. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, we did that with the Classic. We condensed the schedule. I mean, we had some longer-ish events in there, but it was like it's got to be a good show. You want it to be a good test.
Yeah.
You want it to be a good show. Which one, like you might sacrifice some stuff to put on a good show.
Yep.
So that is put into this, and the thought into this is like, all right, hey, how can we maximize? And that's why we do a ton of intervals as well, even like CrossFit intervals, because you do get that touch of, power output. You get to rest a little bit versus just a 15-minute grind session, which we do, or a 20-minute or 30-minute grind session. We still have some like burst stuff in there.
I think one of the reasons I like programming intervals too is it teaches you to move faster within the interval.
Yep.
So instead of it there are a lot of CrossFitters who's like, I'm really good at a 30-minute workout
Yep.
because they're not very strong yet.
Yep.
And so they can just go at this like slow pace the whole time.
The older I get, the more I like 30 or 40. I used to hate 30 or 40-minute workouts. Now I'm like, give me a 30 or 40-minute workout over a
Just kind of
4 or
cruise.
5-minute workout any day, because one,
day.
it takes me forever to warm up, and 2, it hurts way worse,
But for those that are wanting to compete, like learning how to move faster, even on simple movements, like being faster on your burpees or
Or your
toe to
transition
bar and
times.
transitions. Yeah,
Like,
totally. All of
we
that.
get into this place where it's like, all right, I'm going to do the sets unbroken, but I'm going to take longer in my transition. And so the intervals are like, all right, you got to hammer it.
Yeah.
One thing to the next to the next.
Yeah. Get a chance to practice that. Actually, Monday's a great example. It's the 3-minute AMRAP, 10 power snatch, 25 wall ball, max rep rope climbs, rest 3 minutes. A decent example at least, because you got to, how fast can we move this barbell? How can we cut down transition?
And those rope climbs are going to add up.
Yeah, they're going to add up if you can get there. A lot
pulling.
of time.
A lot of pulling.
Intervals are coming. So yeah, we'll test the lifts. Mondays, basically, quick overview. You're going to snatch and squat. They'll alternate between back and front squat each week. Tuesdays will be clean base days. So clean complex will prime you up. We'll work in some percentage work, and then we'll finish with some pulls. Wednesday's a big upper day, whether it's split jerk, dumbbell press, or bench press, depending on the week and day. And then we're going to finish with a good bit of single leg work, step ups, lunges, split squats, things of that nature. Get some core accessory as well in here.
Core accessory?
Core accessory. It's my new termed word.
Is that a Coricon? Like a Metcon with core, or like?
I like that.
Yeah.
Rabdo, abdo.
We did a couple of those for games prep.
I was going to
remember?
say the
We did
games
a
prep
lot
was
of
pretty.
Coricons
Yeah.
on Tuesdays.
Yep. 50 total bar
Those
for
are good.
GHDs.
We did that. I'm derailing again, talking about me. We did 5 sets, 20 cal bike erg, 2 pegboard, 20 feed sack squats, 2 pegboards, 1-to-1 for 5 sets, then rested 5 or 6 minutes, and we did the classic 30 GHD 10 bar muscle up for 3 rounds.
Yeah, you did.
Gosh, it's still so bad. So bad.
The turnover. Oh, while we're derailed, what was the workout you did with Hatfield and
Yeah, it'll
Hawkins
show up
today?
in there. It was 50 dubs, 15 toes to bar, 100-foot obstacle with 4 obstacles in there. So each 50-foot had 2 obstacles, 15 toes to bar, 50 double unders, 1-to-1.
Ooh.
It was a nice little.
I
It was get your heart rate up a little bit with the 50 double unders. Then your grip, that middle part, your grip is just fried.
Yeah.
And so you try to grab that rope again and just relax your grip as much as possible. We were sub 3 minutes the whole time, right around 3 minutes. Ben filmed it, so I think we were right at that.
That's Corey too.
It was good core. It was a good core workout. Yeah, we did a little debrief after, and for the top level, obviously, try to do everything unbroken minus the 100 where there's a turnaround, take a quick break, and come back. We said, if things are going to start adding up, no more than 2 sets on the toes to bar, definitely on the front half. On the second half, if you're getting to 3, then we should probably cut it down. If double unders are a struggle, 45 seconds to max double under. And then basically you give yourself 45 seconds per movement and, turn it into a skill session, but also a Metcon at the same time. So people aren't just getting backlogged at, stuck the whole time, not doing any intensity whatsoever. We still want to have some intensity in there. Or, if handstand walking's not there, you could do wall walks, 5-6 wall walks, because that core and wall walk or the toes to bar and wall walk combination is so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Skill con.
Skillacon.
Core con, skill con.
Yeah.
Skillacon.
Chef's con.
Yeah. We're just going to
So Wednesday,
all the cons.
Friday, Saturday, then we'll roll into after the core con on Wednesday. We alternate A week, B week. So they look similar, but sometimes the days flip. One of these days, Friday, could be snatch balance work and a snatch clean and jerk. Then either accessory or a box type squat. And then the other day, Saturday, week 1, will be a lot of upper work with some supersetted bench press, strict pull up, which is Saturday would be your jam. Something pulling from the floor, whether it's deadlift or bent over row, and then finishing that day with either a squat or another type of press. So you'll see the days kind of alternate between some Ollie lifts Monday, Tuesday, snatch, clean and jerk. Wednesdays, either vertical press, as we say, or horizontal. Then Friday, Saturday, kind of flip each week between very Ollie based, and the other day will be more of a accessory superset, some bodybuilding feel, and just some muscle endurance work there throughout the whole cycle. Sage does a great job of keeping it a good bit of variety, but while progressing it the whole time. So if every Friday is not the exact same, you almost won't notice the pattern unless you're really looking for it. Also, Thursdays, we have been doing a really long ruck cycle, which we had never done before, just to change it up, get some load under us, pull back on that intensity for the Hulk out. This one, we're going to do something different. We're actually going to test your 5-minute max effort wattage on a machine, any machine. So you can pick the one you suck at. That's what we highly recommend. It works literally anything from rower, any Concept 2, Echo Bike, even the Air Runner. As long as it measures wattage, you just can't run outside.
Stairmaster, stepper.
Yeah, wattage. You got wattage there. You wouldn't do that. Oh, my gosh. Then we'll progress into what's a test. I think it's to the Army. It's really that 20-minute time domain, and he's going to build out progression to get us better. It's this 2 by 8-minute progression, something a little different because we usually just do straight 20 minutes. So this one, there'll be a little bit of variety with that too. But you do need to retest it. You just need your 5-minute max wattage. We have a totally personalized calculator. It's an Excel link we'll send you guys, and you just plug in, hey, where's my max? And it'll spit out exact intensities. So every single week at these intensities will be personalized to you based on that first test for the entire thing, and we'll retest at the end, and it'll tell you what your predicted score would be. We're even going to give you some pacing within that on the retest. So each week you're hitting those, and then know where you'll be at the last week. So
2 things that are really cool about this. Number 1 is you get to pick your machine. And I always tell athletes, identify the one that you're worst at and start working on it now before we get into the season. So it's like, if you know you're not good on the Echo Bike, do the Echo Bike. If you're not good on the rower, use the rower. If you're not good on the assault runner and you know you're going to run in a competition, use the assault runner for it. And then number 2, I just checked out the personalized Google sheet that you have that you're sending out to everyone. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to actually follow that progression because you plug in your max wattage from the 5 minutes, and then it tells you every week what your paces should be, so you're hitting that target each week.
It's going to suck. I love it. Yeah, that thing is super cool. Props to Henshaw for making it for us. And you said the ordering, basically exact order. If you're stuck at the rower, that should obviously be your first choice. Shows up the most in CrossFit comps and open. After that, the bike's probably most applicable to everything else. And then, like, I hate running, and I got to comp with running, throw in there runner.
Totally.
Yeah.
You can't run.
I'm not doing that. I got to train for my
High rocks. Which
This
one's
isn't
your
that
weak?
podcast.
Which one's
The
your
5-minute
weak,
test is not going to help your high rocks.
Which is your weakest machine in high rocks? Ski?
It doesn't really matter, the machines, because you can just coast and recover. I just need to get faster.
Coast?
Kind of do.
Really?
Because you just do the math on time. Half of it's running.
So you
half
mean
of
it's just
stations.
a pure running test, pretty much?
Very heavily weighted running.
Yeah, I would say.
Not pure.
The movements, though, compound the running. That's what
Yeah.
I don't like about it.
My
in
thing,
my
I need to get
opinion.
better at fatigue
I
running
don't want to
after
do
the
it.
lunge because I need to hold that pace.
Yeah.
And most people just can't hold a fast running pace for an
Yeah.
hour.
This
So-
was my problem with the out of the box competition we did. Was everything just compounds with the running.
Which one?
Remember when we originally Nelson programmed the out of the box, which was originally the original High Rocks,
Oh, Legends of Falls.
and then we
now.
changed the Legends of the Falls
Got it.
because some of the movements, I would still like to have a heavier dumbbell option, but we haven't done that, even though I've asked for that. Because the clean at the end, you can do a heavier option. and
Reward
do
being
less.
fitter or
Yes.
stronger. Yeah, I love
Yes.
it. Tangent again, but my literally favorite event of year, Legends of Falls. It's blends mostly running, but you still have to do CrossFit and be
Yeah,
good
and
at
it's
CrossFit.
trail
to-
running, which is way better. Because even if it sucks, it's still like something to look at, and you're at least not like worried about how bad you're dying because you're looking in front of you, and so you don't trip
On
you
the
know?
concrete floor.
Exactly.
That's literally actually what I'm training for is
Yep.
Legend Falls, not
Yep.
High Rocks. Got to reclaim the title. So every Thursday, you can plug it in whatever day of the week you want, though. We plug it in there because it's easy to see, access. Usually have more time to train it. Like, I need to finish the week with this, so it's my last effort. Throw it on Saturday instead. You can plug and play there. Gymnastic-wise, we're going to work with some strict dip progression and then some actually handstand walk, too. We'll make sure to balance it with the Metcon so we don't overload you with too much handstand walking or
No such thing.
pressing. Yeah, no such thing.
No such thing for Rich.
Probably going to handstand walk a lot in these next 8 weeks. So if you're not good at that, you're going to get better.
We did the mega ramp today.
What's that?
Did you see the mega ramp?
Mega ramp.
It was,
No.
was your idea, wasn't it? Ben's idea? Yeah. We took stairs, put jerk blocks so we could put stairs, another ramp, and then another stair. So you went up 8 stairs, over, and then down 2.
That's pretty dope. It's like the most mayhem thing I've ever
That
Yeah.
seems too dangerous for me.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you got to sign a waiver for sure before you do that. Austin's probably never signed one. Hatfield, that is. Hatfield. Brandon, what do? We try to each time. Oh, that's cool.
Man, that
maybe
is
show that on the
intense.
screen, Ben, if you can.
There you go.
Somehow.
Here is mega ramp.
Mega ramp, mega mayhem ramp. So what if athletes like, my lifts are pretty good, strength's not my weakness. How do I approach this then if it's way more conditioning or gymnastics or just get better at CrossFit? What can we do?
Yeah, I mean, for the athlete that's already strong, you still want to make sure that you're hitting your percentages each week with the strength work, but then you put more focus in on the conditioning. And some people may want to flip it too. Like if you already have a 375-pound clean and jerk as a male and you can cycle 275 pounds comfortably, then maybe what you'll do is take the conditioning work, the Metcon for the day, put that first, and then the secondary piece is going to be the strength work. So the focus is going to be on the actual conditioning. And the same thing's true for like the skill work, the ring dips and the handstand walk. For those that are really struggling with their skills, this is a good time in the season to work on those and kind of isolate it a little bit more. So you're going to get a lot of under fatigue work in the conditioning. So you'll get handstand walks under fatigue, you'll get dips and different pressing in the conditioning, but you want to remove those one time a week with the handstand walk skill sessions or ring dips or other skills that you need to work on so that you're actually getting better at those, because those are huge separators now. Like if you can't handstand walk quickly and you want to go to an in-person competition, it's a minute off your time every single event that you do. Or if you can't do handstand push-ups or you can't do chest to bars efficiently, like those are just super simple skills people should be working on all year round.
For sure. I think I mentioned before, we're behind on it, but we got some programs to help with that. Actually helped out by our boy Brandon right here with all the skills to help develop, so you will have easy things to plug and play within your program, whether it be you don't have the skill of handstand walk, you don't have the ring muscle up, don't have it, got to get those things so then we can get better at them. And you just, at the end of the day, like you said, you want to structure so your day starts with your biggest weakness and then tears down from there, really. So you're doing that. So flipping the program's easy, adding in some skill work, and then beyond that, you can add in extra conditioning with things like mammoral capacity, cherry picking from what Rich doing. There's lots of conditioning and Metcons you can pick from there too.
I will say, if you're someone that thinks you're strong and you're only cleaning 265 as a male or 140 as a female, then
God, I made it.
do the strength work. Like, do that first, because I think the sport's going to continue to bias where you just got to be strong. And even if there's not a 1RM test, to Rich's point earlier, if it is cycling a 225 barbell, a clean in a workout,
Sure.
like if your max is 265, 225 is going to be really heavy for you. So you've got to work on your strength.
I also like ladders. I like ladders.
I do too.
I miss
That's
ladders. I
actually
miss
my
them.
favorite way
Yeah.
to do it.
I think so.
So much hype with it. That or it's hard to do, but the one-on-one versus
think-
like boom, boom.
Yeah, I think part of me is because I'm old, so I need those earlier bars to
Warm up.
You know.
I miss those. They're so awesome.
Yeah, they're hard to set up logistically. They're a pain in the butt.
Makes sense now why, yeah. Strength is never weakness. Weakness is never strength. Someone really cool probably said that. I like that quote. Yeah, so got to hit your weaknesses, work on those, prioritize those. These 8 weeks are going to be very strength-focused. If you don't have that, there's some skills, ways to do that. Beyond that, get a coach, man, performance coaching. That's how you get it totally individualized to you. Other things in this cycle, you're going to see the Everyday Hero Service Cup workouts show up for the qualifiers on those. Those will be some workouts. If you want to participate, we're partnering with CrossFit, so it should be really cool to hit those. It'll just be the workout of the day for an entire week. There's some fun. Those are released on YouTube. And beyond that, we still want to encourage you guys at least 2-3 times a year, go hit a local comp, do some kind of competition, get yourself something on the calendar to train for. Training then becomes way more intentional. And it becomes more fun. And then hopefully with that too, at some point, train with other people. If you're a solo or early in the morning kind of person, that can be tough. But like once a week on Saturday, have a big group, throw down together.
Fitness is better with other people.
It's so much better, so much more fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're someone that wants to compete, you need to train around people every once in a while, because that's going to push you and it's going to force you into some pressure situations of, like, if you're a natural competitor, you want to beat someone else. So you're going to push a little bit harder than you normally would.
Sure, always.
And then the other thing too is, like, to Jake, your point of having a competition that's 10 weeks out, it just makes you train with more focus and intention each day, because you know you're getting better for that competition as opposed to just like going through the motions each day.
Always have a target, not
Yeah.
necessarily a goal, but a target.
Gotta have something out there. What's yours right now, Amarillo? Along with an
I
elk.
got 2 elk hunts. I've got to maintain some fitness over my next 2 elk hunts and then cram for fitness for October 17th, 18th.
Another one. Fitness cramming.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Usually I don't really work out much on elk hunts because we are on our feet a lot, like a lot of miles, and you're just carrying a ruck all day. But I might, if we come back to camp at lunch, sometimes, depending on who we're with, we might come back to camp. I may have to, like, do something, like something that's not going to affect my shot too much either. You don't want to, like, put too much fatigue on the shot. That way something happens. But
How long is the trip typically?
what do you mean?
Like the next elk hunt you're doing, how long?
5
is it?
days.
5 days.
5-6 days, depends. And then I'll be back for 5 or 6 days, then I'll hunt again for 5 or 6 days. And
How long are you actually like rucking during that time?
It really depends on the day. Could be, 3 or 4 miles in the morning or more, and then 3 or 4 miles in the evening.
That's a lot.
It's just a lot,
yeah.
and it's just this or this,
Yeah.
or like up and over stuff. And so, Ben, wouldn't you say the one day we hunted 2 years ago was pretty tough? Running and gunning all day. Yeah.
One day. Come hike
One
too.
day. Come on.
Yeah, over the next 2 months, you can't really sign up for them, but if you want to come check out some awesome local comps, Legends falls into September, along with Beach Brawl. We'll have people there, big presence at both of those, the AIM, and then Amarillo.
806, I think, yeah.
806 is in October, which is same weekend as Crash Crucible, so 2 pretty awesome local comps that same weekend. Masters Fitness Championship, which is also CrossFit Pairs, is in October, and then Everyday Hero Games in person into November. Those are too late to sign up for. I think most of them.
I think 806 you can
So
still.
806, you probably could. Sign up for 806. Go throw down. Rich will be there.
Austin
Do
and
that.
Darren coming out of retirement. Austin Maliello and Darren Huntucker.
Cannot wait to hear about how much they make each other suffer.
It's going to be so good.
They're both like, they'll go
Both
dark.
fit, man.
Yeah.
Like Austin's been working out a couple times, and he's not lost a step. Some of his skill stuff, like he's got a wrist thing that he can't really do a ton with. And then Darren, there's no heavy barbell, so he'll be fine. I mean, there's
great.
185 for clean and jerks and 165 for power snatches, but for Darren, those are still
Those are fine.
very doable.
You let him play.
Bench
Let him play.
GHD workout in there, some squatting. Yeah, it's going to be good. 95-pound bar squatting, high rep, with some skill in there. It's going to be good.
There we go.
All right.
Into the storm.
Into the storm.
All right, check us out Monday. Hop on with us, and we'll get you fitter. Peace.